Hey everybody, Jen Hyla here. I just got back from my second vaccine shot and just wanted to share my experience. If you haven't already, please check out part 1. I shared a lot of my research and kind of thought processes around how I made this health decision. So again, in this video, I'm going to share more of my research that I've been doing and just my experiences over the next few days after getting the second dose. This video is not to be taken in lieu of medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not recommending anyone do exactly what I'm doing. I'm not interested in debating your personal health choices. Whatever you decide to do is up to you. I'm just sharing my research, my experiences for those who are curious and looking to learn more. In part 1, I share the bulk of my research really, but I did forget to talk about efficacy in those who are taking immune suppressive drugs. So while I was researching what the autoimmune community and experts were saying, I started reading up on what those studies were showing for patients or people that are taking immune suppressive drugs. Patients who had organ transplants, for instance, were included in these clinical trials. And there's other reasons. Even if you don't have an organ transplant, there are other illnesses that are treated with these immune suppressant drugs. So when I started reading up on that, there was studies showing that there was not as great of a antibody response in those taking the drugs as compared to those who are not taking immune suppressants. But they were still suggesting that those who are taking immune suppressants should still get the vaccine because you're still getting like 17 to 20% protection. You're showing some antibody response. But an interesting thing I read was that there's actually been shown an increase in natural killer cells. For those of us with chronic Lyme disease, that might sound familiar to you because a lot of times these Lyme experts are tracking those NK counts. Before deciding to get the shot, I was also asking around in the Lyme community. I'm in a rather large Facebook group for women with Lyme disease, and I've heard from 30 Lyme patients who said that they were not only doing fine after the shot, but actually feeling better. All right, so if you watched part 1, I went ahead and decided to get the shot, and I had a mild reaction like most people, had a headache, and sore glands, and fatigue. That cleared up within 48 hours, and then I started feeling really a lot better, and surprisingly a whole lot better. The last 2 weeks, my energy has been way up. I've been getting through days without naps. I have not had that feeling of chronic fatigue syndrome where literally it would just feel like someone unplugged me and my cells aren't making energy and every motion is like molasses, moving through molasses. You guys know what I'm talking about. I have not had that for 2 whole weeks. And I have gotten tired from pushing myself and being out in the sun and stuff, but nothing like this time last month, you know what I mean? I've had this running monologue in my mind for years now, just kind of coaxing myself through things, even the simplest of tasks sometimes, on hard days. And the last 2 weeks, that inner dialogue has been oh my God, I just did that, instead of you can do it, you can do it. It's I just did that easily, and I'm gonna do 10 more things now. It's been incredible. I don't know what is going on, but I have reached out to several Lyme groups, and I actually heard from about 30 other women who were feeling amazing after their second shot. One even said she's 100%. She's I'm back to work. I feel better than 10 years ago. So I've asked several of my nurse friends about this, and one of them said she received some training about out some patients are seeing a spike in serotonin with these vaccines. And we know that serotonin is depleted in Lyme patients and in many chronic illnesses. So I don't know that that could last 2-3 weeks like this, but who knows? I also spoke to a friend who's a PA working in vaccine clinics in New York, and she said this is being reported in people with autoimmune conditions and those with long-haul COVID. So people are feeling better with this vaccine. We're not sure why. Like I said, with the natural killer cells, that could be a variable. The serotonin thing could be a variable. It could just be, like, I kind of think my immune system was just kind of stuck, and it's like just kicks it back into gear. It's also springtime, the days are getting longer, it's getting warmer, so that's definitely increased my mood and serotonin and everything as well. So I don't know, I'm not saying this like is a cure-all for Lyme disease, because there's a lot of people out there that are not experiencing this. And like I say, you know, this is not health medical advice in any way. I'm not saying this is like the right move for you. I did a lot of research around it, and I've posted all my resources in the description of this video and in part 1, so that you can kind of get educated and make your own informed decision. And just like with the first shot, I'm going to be detoxing my butt off. I'm drinking tons of water, doing my celery juice and chlorophyll and breath work and all that good stuff. If you haven't yet, make sure you get my detox guide on my website, jenhyla.com, and it's totally free. Just download it, and there's links to some tutorial videos and a downloadable breathwork meditation that you're not going to find anywhere else. All right, so I'll let you know over the next couple days how I'm feeling, and if I get any reactions from this shot. And yeah. Hey everybody, 24-hour post-vax update. I got my second dose at 11 a.m. yesterday, and so far so good. I just will say that I've had a lot more sore of an arm this time. She got me pretty high up here, kind of close to my shoulder this time, and the first shot was like more like in the middle of my bicep. So it's been pretty sore. I started icing it yesterday afternoon, and didn't have any other symptoms yesterday. Maybe like my stomach was a little bit more upset. For those of you who don't know me, I've had chronic diarrhea for 6 years with this Lyme disease stuff. So a lot of gut issues, and either, you know, just drinking massive amounts of water made it worse, or maybe the shot itself made it worse. But have been running to the bathroom a little bit more often. And I woke up this morning pretty early having to pee, so that's also having to do with all that water intake, and had a little bit of a headache this morning, so I drank even more water. I iced my arm, fell back asleep for about 3 hours, woke up without a headache, still sore arm. So, you know, I did my hot cold shower and my daily like detox stuff that I normally do. I did my yoga and kind of skipped out on some of the more strenuous moves, no push-ups or anything like that, because my arm's pretty sore. So just give it a day of rest, and did extra long breathwork practice. And yeah, I've been feeling pretty good today. I have had this headache kind of coming and going, but it's really pretty mild, and hasn't slowed me down much. So I'm going to just continue drinking lots of water and getting some rest today, and hopefully that'll be it for the side effects, I'm hoping. So I will keep you posted, and yeah, see you in another 24 hours or so, all right? Hey everybody, several day post-vax update. I got my shot on Monday at 11 a.m. and it is now Saturday afternoon. Haven't made too many update videos because I wasn't really experiencing any side effects so far. Like I shared in my last clip, I had that headache come and go, sore arm that lasted a couple days. Now it's feeling fine. I had a very vivid dream, which was out of the ordinary for me. I haven't been able to remember many of my dreams since starting late stage Lyme disease treatment back in 2015. So that was kind of exciting. I did kind of have, I think I had a dream last night, but I don't remember it as well. And I woke up at 3 a.m. last night with a little bit of a headache, having to pee, use the restroom, drank a lot of water, and went back to sleep until 7:30 and woke up feeling great. I have not had any of that like chronic fatigue, feeling tired, and I've been pretty much pushing myself every day. I've been doing walks, and it's been sunny a couple of those days, and normally the sun really, really drains me. I haven't felt that draining from the sun or my walks or anything. I felt like a normal kind of level of tired after these exercises and things that used to just completely wipe me out. So I haven't found any studies or anything like backing this up, but I have heard from nurse friends that some people are experiencing a spike in serotonin after the vaccine, and Lyme disease does deplete serotonin. Many chronic illnesses do. And I had another friend who said that this is being reported where she is. I, again, have been looking up, down, left, and right on the internet for other stories about finding remission or feeling better after the vaccine, and I have not come up with anything. I have just spoken or messaged with people on Facebook about it, and there are a couple dozen people with Lyme disease who are saying that they are in either full remission or just feeling absolutely great after getting this shot. So whether I'm experiencing like a spike in serotonin or the natural killer cells, or maybe something totally altogether different, I don't know. If I had somebody to like draw my blood and do these levels for me, I would absolutely love that, but I don't have an open-minded doctor at this time, so if I go in there asking for specific tests, they give me the stink eye. So I'm going to continue researching this and talking with others, and would love to hear from you if you decided to get the vaccine and have been experiencing a reverse flare and are feeling better. I'd love to hear about that. And so leave me a comment, and please hit the thumbs up and subscribe on this video. And check out the links in the description as well. I'm doing a giveaway for the month of May, so you can find all the details in the description. All right, that's all I have for you this week. And again, hit that subscribe, check the links in the description, and stay in touch on social media. And I will see you very soon. Until then, keep healing. Bye.